Hi, Chris. Running with Sherman is an incredibly heartwarming story about teamwork and the tremendous impact that relationships, both with animals and our fellow humans, have on our lives. What has resonated most with the readers about the story?
Look who came to join the party, the whole crew. What has resonated most with the readers about the story? I think what has resonated most is what you're seeing right here. I never knew how unbelievably friendly and sociable and just like ridiculously charming donkeys are. And I think people pick that up from page one. I think I have my attack squad here next to me from page one. And they become so attached to the donkeys as friends, you know, friends with us and friends with each other, that I think they're just spellbound by what happens next, which is pretty damn dramatic.
Well, what did you ultimately learn about yourself through this process of training with Sherman?
I'm tempted to ask you that question because you actually witnessed it firsthand.
You just go ahead.
Okay. But I think what I learned most is this idea that no matter how much you think you're in charge, no matter how much you think you're a master of the universe, you ain't, particularly when other people or animals or kids are involved. And the best lesson you can learn is something which doesn't come naturally to me, which is just give up and go with the flow. I think it was something with donkeys. If you think that you're going to make them go on your schedule and do what you want, then you're in for a very long and unhappy day. So what I think I learned most about myself is there's way more patience and tolerance inside me than I ever would have given myself credit for.
What's your favorite question that you've gotten from the readers about the book, and how did you respond?
You know, the question I get the most is one I'm kind of indignant about. They're like, when did Sherman die? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, why do you keep killing Sherman in your brain? Sherman is fine. But I think because he came out of such a traumatic and troubled and really near-death experience, that the fact that this guy survived and is now here today hanging out and raising Cain comes as something of a miracle.
Can you please give us an update on the cast of characters and where they are now?
You know, it's funny because the cast is creeping up on us from all sides. So there's a cat that makes a cameo named Joey. And here comes Joey right now. Flower and Matilda and the Shermanator are surviving and thriving. Zeke. I don't want to give away too much stuff because Zeke went through a very turbulent period of his life, almost as traumatic as Sherman's. But I'll only tease you with the fact that Zeke came out the other end just like smiling in triumph. My wife Mika's here today. This did not separate us, this relationship, over the rocky turmoil of trying to run with donkeys. So everyone is doing really well. I think it was a bonding and galvanizing and really wonderful experience.
I want to show Sherman because he's the only one
Oh, I know. He's
who's
always
not standing next to you.
always the way. We get to see his butt.
He's off on his own. Okay, last question.
Bring it.
Imagine you're part of a book club discussing running with Sherman. What is a topic or question that you would like to pose to the group, and why?
Oh, that's a good one. I want everyone to think back to a time they either had an animal, wanted to have an animal, or were denied an animal. And really focus on that. Don't just like say, well, when I was 7, I had a parakeet. Why did you want that parakeet? What was it like raising it? What did you learn about yourself? Because really, this book, besides a really cool adventure story, is a real saga of animal-human partnerships. Not dominance, but partnerships where you both understand each other. And I'm always intrigued by the fact that there's only one culture in America today that is free from crime and violence, that is known for tolerance and love. And that is the one group that has never broken its relationship with animals, and that's the Amish. We have a lot of Amish neighbors. This is like the one afternoon where there isn't a horse and buggy coming by. And one thing that I want people to understand is maybe there's more to your life if animals are involved. That's all I got for you.
Nice job.
Thank you.